Welcome back everyone to another video of Planning Engineered. Today I want to talk about something that I always find super interesting, and is just what people keep in their kind of journaling kit and their tools, their things that they like to use on their desk, on the go. And I wanted to share mine because I've been trying to make it my own and trying to improve it over the years. So I want to ask for some suggestions as well. So if you see something that maybe I'm missing, maybe I have some redundancies that you think I could replace and change up, let me know in the comments below. I want to keep improving this system and sharing with you. I have two kits with me. This is kind of my on the go. I've shared this a few times and I'll go through it again for the new people here on the channel. And this one is more stay home on my desk, one that I just kind of carry around the house if I need to. And sometimes on longer trips, I will condense everything into here and pack it. So first, let's talk about the pouch. I've seen a lot of videos and everyone's kind of loving the Delphonics pouch, and that was a great pouch. I've been considering getting one, obviously designed for stationery, all of that. I just found that this one really met the needs I have, and I already had a layer around, so I decided to put it together and use it. So this is the Alpaka Tech Case, and it's a 2.5 liter pouch that can also be used as a sling, and that's kind of how I used it for a long time. So it has some loops here that attach a strap, and you can use it as a sling. But I found that honestly the height and everything that I can fit in here is perfect for stationery. So let's get into it here quickly, and I will show you kind of how I use it. So what I like about this is, again, it lays completely perfectly on the desk. It just sits there, and I typically just fold this out. So I'll fold these out and I can see everything. Right now, there's various things, and we'll go through this shortly, but I kind of stand this so I can see them. And one of the nice things is it fits Tombows perfectly. So I usually just kind of stand this as well and have them popping up so I can see exactly what's in there. Let's go through this kind of from the front to the back. That's kind of how I like organizing it and how I like to think about it. So actually, let's move these out here so you can kind of better see what's going on. So I have the vintage collection of the Zebra Sarasa. These are my absolutely favorite pens, and they write extremely nice. The aesthetic, if you will, is something that I enjoyed, and I really like the clip and the color they produce. I actually ended up swapping a few of those for different colors. I believe the purple one was a little too dark for my taste, so I took the Muji insert and just gonna put it in there. Again, it's the same size, so it worked out perfectly. But overall, these are great pens. Again, fits perfectly to me, and I like the variety of colors. I like the way they look, the way they write, and again, it's an easy refill to find and swap if you need to. It's kind of typical Pilot G2 style, and it's a very common gel insert. That's so really easy to swap. If I ever find a better red or a better blue and I want to swap them out, it is very, very simple. So those stay out there. Those are kind of my color pens, and I keep them there whenever I'm planning and journaling and want to just add some color to my pages. I recently added this space pen, which has a field notes. I carried these in my pocket for a long time. I kind of customized it. I have a couple of those. So I have the brass one and the black one, and I just kind of swap one of the ends. It looks like kind of a nice two-tone color. And again, if you're new around here, you know I like kind of customizing the ink to make sure it fits what I want. And this one was a super easy swap. I'm not really in love with the Fisher Space Pen insert. It's a ballpoint. It works fine. But this one right here is actually one of these Zebra Sarasas for the multi-pen. And honestly, all I did was just cut it aside and added some tape so it doesn't just go out flying in the front, because it's a lot thinner than the actual insert. So this one writes absolutely beautiful. I love how it writes. Again, it's my favorite insert One of the things to watch out when you're swapping inks is here at the tip, make sure there's not a lot of gap to have a lot of tip wiggle, but this one is manageable. And while you can see that maybe is a little gap, it's kind of hard to see here in the camera, it does stay there pretty well. So actually it's a perfect swap, and I enjoy writing with this pen. I love carrying it around. These and what I have here, which is the Liliput, are kind of a perfect traveling combo for, again, a gel pen and a fountain pen when I am tight on space, and I just carry those with me as well. So I kind of keep this one here. I'm trying to decide what I want to be doing with it, but that's kind of stays there as a nice black pen to write with. Over here, I have some of the mild liners. Again, these are pretty popular in the stationery world, and there's not much to say about these. I like them. I like, again, just aesthetically the way they look. I think Zebra does a great job at their tools, and I just, again, like how they look more than anything. Colors are fine. I've been kind of scavenging some of the ones I like, and I actually have one here that I kind of keep with me, which is the olive color. I absolutely love that color, so I just kind of keep it there, and again, it's small enough that it fits there. And I have, again, a variety of colors there that are just nice to have to highlight things. Again, add some color to the pages. I'm someone that likes to categorize things and add some color to the pages to just make them a little more interesting and more appealing to look at. I do have a mechanical pencil. This is the Pentel mechanical pencil, nothing special. It fits perfectly in my hand. It writes very nicely. This is the 0.5. This is the one I've been using for years to just sketch things in my notebooks, for work, for all sorts of things. This one is one that I may want to upgrade in the near future, but for now I have a bunch of those and they just work nicely. An eraser to go along with that mechanical pencil, but that stays there. One of the nice things you can notice, this one has enough fabric here that it feels pretty comfortable, so I can actually put stuff on the outside, and the way it folds when it closes, they stay pretty nicely organized on the outside. Here in this kind of opening compartment, I don't have anything because the Tombow is going to take most of the space. But in this kind of zipper pocket, this one stays typically open. I have some essential kind of tools. So I have some scissors. I believe these are from Muji. I got them at their London store a while ago. And then some tape runner. I found that this one is one of the best ones, very sticky and stays pretty well, so that stays there. I do have a ruler, so this one again I believe is the Muji ruler. I don't remember exactly, but one of those that fold in half to add some extra length and packs very compact, so that stays there. I have some sticky note flags right here. Again, when I'm reading, when I'm doing some planning, these are always handy to have. I have a pencil sharpener. I don't have a pencil in here, but I often carry either a Blackwing or some other pencil around, so I like to keep it here, as well as some of the color pencils that I'm going to be showing here shortly. So that's kind of all that is there, just some tools that kind of help me either do some scrapbooking or just pasting something in my journals, or again, just help me support kind of that practice. Let's go to the Tombow. So again, there's a bunch of them here. I need to probably consolidate some of my favorite colors, but overall, I'm a big fan of the greens, of the kind of earthy tones, and you will see some of those right here. I have some of the primary colors. I have a few packages. This kind of yellow gold color, again, some of my favorites as well. So I keep those in there. Again, these come handy when you're trying to either draw something, highlight something, and you just kind of want add some additional color. I'll say these and the mild liner could be a little redundant. For now, I just haven't decided what colors I need, and I typically find myself using each of those for different use cases. A lot of times the mild liners get used for some Bible highlights or for some random things in the notebook, and then maybe the Tombows get a little more used for like sketching and drawing and doing some of that stuff. So I just like having those. I know I could probably consolidate and just kind of pick some of my favorite colors. So I'm kind of working on that some. On the back over here, there's a few extra things I like to keep, so you can see all the different microns, again, different colors. I have a hunter green, I think they call it like the royal blue, and then I have a bunch of black ones in different tip sizes from the 005 to the 12. So again, different lines. I have the other Tombow Fudenosuke here. This is soft tip in here as well. Let's get those out of the way there. And then I do keep this insert from Traveler's Company, which is a sticker release, and it just kind of stores all my stickers. So something that I do like to keep here is stickers that I find in places that I travel, or things that I enjoy using in my journal. So I've been trying to go through and using these a little more. So I keep it here for whenever I'm journaling and planning, I can use them. The last thing I have here, this one's a very recent edition. Got these for like Christmas last year, but some color pencils, nothing special. This one's gonna look nice. These are the black edition from Faber-Castell. They color fine. I'm not an artist or anything trying to win any prizes or anything, but these do the job. I'll obviously want to expand the collection a little bit, having a little more color variety, but for now, these work great. And I like that I can just fit them here. They stay semi-protected, so the tips don't break. And yeah, they stay there. And I just kind of carry these with me around the house and stays on top of my desk for the most part. And I enjoy kind of the way everything fits around. It's low tight. It's not designed for stationery, but honestly fits everything I need. Let me show you one more thing that I do carry in here. Again, there's a ton of space in this thing. So that's one of the pros of using this tech case. There's a lot of space that you can fit just a ton of stuff. So let's close these up. Tight squeeze at times if things are not where they're supposed to be. But right in here in the front, I kind of commandeered these from my wife. She got these from her company a little while ago, but the Canon Ivy, again, print photos, put that in the journals. We both kind of like printing photos and putting in our notebooks or just around the house. The kids even like to print photos for themselves, and yeah, just a nice thing to have. So I keep that in here. Fits nice. And yeah, that's the whole kit. Is packed with a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go quickly through this one because I've showed it quite a bit, but you can see some of the same kind of principles transfer here. So we got the green pen. This one usually stays with me on the notebook. This is the Pilot Vanishing Point in the fine nib, and one of my favorite fountain pens. Again, having a click and just being able to just pop it out and write, super convenient. A Kaweco in the Olivine collection, and a pencil with a black wind insert. So I basically cut this guy in half and put half of it here, and then half of it, the other half stays on my desk for whenever I need it. Leave those there. And then once you go on the inside, again, you have kind of the color pencil. This is the Pentel Multi 8, and I have a lot of different colors from when I'm drawing, sketching, doing anything like that. That stays there. A couple fountain pens with a couple different inks. This one is the Lamy Asterite, is a nice purple, and then this one right here has a blue. Oh, I can't remember the name. Diamine, I think it's Oxford blue, what it's called. Then I have a couple, I have a Micron and a Tombow Fudenosuke. This is the hard tip. So this one is kind of nice because I can do very fine lines or very broad lines. So it's very flexible that way, and it kind of replaces all the Microns. And then a red one because I didn't have a red pen in this setup, so just wanted to add it there. And I showed you the my liner. So a lot of the same kind of principles transfer here, with the addition of some kind of fountain pens for some variety and niceness. Actually, here I have a ballpoint pen, and that one kind of stays there, fits very nicely. This one is the Traveler's Company ballpoint pen, and as you can imagine, I swap the ink. So this right here is actually a uni Jetstream insert that it's my favorite ballpoint pen insert. So stays there, I don't use it much because I much prefer writing fountain pens or gel pens, but every now and then you just got to write with a ballpoint pen and that writes perfectly there. I think that's it for kind of my stationery kit and things that I like to carry with me. I do have kind of on my desk, and you kind of see it here, a little container, which I'm going to pull a couple drawers where I keep, again, some washi tape that I sometimes use in the journals when I'm here at my desk. I do have kind of a variety of different highlighters, and this was a fun find that I'm able to fit this little container. First, the stabilos fit so perfectly here. Woo! The stabilos fit so perfectly here in this little box. I think this was for a flashlight. So they fit perfectly here. Again, I get all the different colors I can want or need in there. They're super nice fine liners. One that they fit perfectly in that little box there. And I can still fit a bunch of highlighters. So these are a bunch of like Sharpie highlighters, some color pencils for some sketches. I have a green, a blue, and there should be a red somewhere. Maybe I have it somewhere else. Yeah, let's fall down. Back here, this doesn't fit. And I have kind of another Mont Blanc. This is a roller ball, so a black pen, a Scrivener. This one is a green pen. I have the Pilot G2 green insert there. It's a very nice green, very saturated, and one of my favorite greens there. Got a red pen and a blue pen. Again, kind of my 4 kind of most used colors, and then a bunch of highlighters and some random things here that kind of help me get my work done. So that's kind of what I keep on my desk, and you can see a few things here as well. A Parker black pen. I sometimes just use this one, just like having it. A pencil, fountain pen that I use a lot for travel as well. Gonna sit there and a highlighter. So you kind of get in the real look at my desk. I haven't really cleaned it up too much or anything, but those are some of the things that I kind of keep around when I'm trying to do my work and do some planning and all that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I should be swapping or adding to my kit. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, what are your summer essentials planner supplies? I will read them and let's connect in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.